I was so lonely. Nothing that I did, nothing that I listened to, no substance that I did could ever really just fill me up. It's like it was a never-ending cycle. Like I honestly just didn't even think I would live to see 25. I grew up going to Catholic church on Sunday here and there, but I didn't really pay attention, nothing really stuck. So I grew up knowing of Jesus, but I didn't know him personally. And back in 2010, my father, who I am really close with, had a massive life-altering stroke. This was obviously really hard on me and my family, so any image that I did have of God was tainted. I don't want to say that I practiced atheism, but I spoke the words, "There is no God." So I was mad at God. Why would a loving God do something so horrible to such a humble, selfless man? After that, I kind of just rode through life, lonely, broken, and just fine on my own. I was mad at God, and I didn't need him. I abused substance, I partied, I lived for worldly things, material things. My life just was bland, and there was no meaning. I would just go to sleep and wake up and just be lonely again. Surrounded by people that loved me. But like, it doesn't matter how many people are around you, you can still feel lonely. And just when I was at my lowest of lows, two of my good friends, Lindy and Vinny Candelor, had enough faith to invite me to the candlelight worship experience at Bridge City. I remember seeing everyone worshiping, like their hands were raised, their eyes were shut, they were just worshiping God, and I was like, they must know a different God than I know, because the God that I knew didn't love me. After the candlelight experience, I felt cleansed, I felt really good, but I continued my worldly things. I went home and drank and continued to party after that, but I did continue to come back to church because something just felt different, and I didn't know it at the time, but I was in the process of meeting Jesus. So 3 Sundays after, I was sitting in church, and it was like there was ice beneath my feet, and it just started to thin out, and I was just like bracing myself to fall. And in that same time, Pastor Nick asked, if you don't have a time and date where you've given your life to Christ, I'm going to give you this opportunity. And I decided to give my life. I fell, and I didn't break. I became whole. I found my life when I laid my life down to him. Having a relationship with Jesus doesn't mean that you're not going to have struggles or hardships or storms anymore. It just means that you'll have him through them, and you'll have joy through them. Joy that's just indescribable, peace that's just indescribable. He doesn't necessarily make things easier, he just makes them make sense. It's crazy to just look back on my dad's stroke now, because God was just there the whole time. He was there for me and my dad and my mom and my brother. He was so present, and I just let my emotions get in the way. I let my anger get in the way. Me wanting just control over the situation getting in the way, that I missed the blessing that's here now. My dad is saved, and Jesus radically changed my dad's life through his stroke, and I'm grateful for it. I used to not believe in peace. I just accepted that there would always be darkness just raging inside of me. And when I met Jesus, I not only found my direction for life, but I found my root, and I found peace, real peace. true peace, peace that can only come from Jesus. And I'm never gonna let it go.